get a line. Hello, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, peace and love. Welcome to Coffee with Wes. I am Wes. This is coffee, and I'm going to have a sip right now. Mmm. This is the first coffee of the day, even though I've had a shower and other things. I see some beautiful people out here this morning. I see Kurt and Justine, the Caspricks. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Ah, oh, it's Allie. It's Allie. Love you, honey. Love you, honey. I hope you are having a good day. I hope everybody's having themselves a good day. It is a Monday. It is a Monday. We are looking for that motivation. We are looking for that good feeling, that happiness that comes around on the weekends. But then Mondays you have to manufacture it because Monday is the start of a new week, and I am going to do my best to manufacture some good feelings this morning. Because that's what you do. I didn't get up in time to shave. I did shower, so I feel okay about that. That's a 50%, I figure. I'm running a 50% with that. My brother is in town. My brother was in town for the weekend, and he was here this morning. I went to the store with him this morning to grab some different items here at the house. So I felt good about that. I've had a little bit of productivity, and I'm thinking about calling my guy about getting another eighth because I need another eighth because this quarter isn't going to get me through the week. So that's kind of my plan, is hoping that happens. This is the first joint and the first coffee of the day, so this is my wake and bake, even though I've been up since about 8. I'm. It's the 7th. It was my crazy grandpa's birthday today, the October 7th. This was his day, and so I always end up thinking about him. But I've been thinking about him a lot lately, thinking about his personality, his can-do vibe, all the different things he did. Uh, Real interesting character, but he's been on my mind, and today would have been his birthday. Gemma, peace and love. Good morning, Gemma. Good morning, Bud Files. Bud Files out there as well. Good morning to the Bud Files. Everybody, you can drop your links by typing in hashtag awesome if you want to get connected to anybody out there. If you're a content creator, if you're doing that sort of thing. It was a it was a good and a bad weekend. I mean, it wasn't bad. I won't say bad because bad. I don't think I've had really bad in quite some time. Things are just going good in life. But it was not the weekend I wanted. Saturday, Allie was under the weather. She wasn't going to be able to paint. I go on to Camp G-Maze, and there's way too much drinking going on. And so everybody's talking, and these boring stories in between songs. And so I'm having to wait. I got a little frustrated with that. And then when I went to play a song, oh, if that dog makes noise, I'm going to be so upset. Then when I went to play a song, well, the second song, damned if my right hand wasn't working. So everything was, I ended up ending it early, kind of brought it to an end. It was that Paint Me a Picture. I got a copy of that, though, that I had done right before Camp G-May on Saturday. I did a music vibe, and beautiful Allie was there with me. She hung out with me most all the time, and I had so much fun doing that hour with her. And I did a version of Paint Me a Picture, which is an original, another one that I've written for Allie, that actually I really enjoyed. So I got that uploaded yesterday. I cut that out, uploaded that. Trying to get the collection of Allie songs. I'm going to put out an EP, and it's going to be titled Allie, for Allie, something along those lines. And were written for Allie. Yes, 30. Now you're going to be, and I don't want to give it away. It's young, but 36. Is it 36? Is that what it is, Gemma? Gemma's got that birthday coming up. She had that Elvis show that she went to. She came back feeling like she had had a great time. I was really happy to hear about that. That was cool. She's an Elvis fan. I'm happy with the way things are going with, yes, 36. I'm happy with the way things are going with the Elvis covers I'm working. I want to add a couple more things in. My brother's an Elvis fan, and so he and I were talking about what I do. he is much more of a purist when it comes to music than I am. I wanted him to come on this show with me. I wanted my brother to come here with me and just, hey, show up. Nobody even needs to know who you are. But he's a lot more introverted than I am about it. Great musician, but he doesn't like putting his stuff out for people to hear. It's sad because when he was younger, he just played great, put on such great shows. He had great live presence, all that other stuff. Great all around musician. He's such a better musician than I am on any of the instruments because he puts a lot of time in. He came to town over the weekend so he could hang out with his son, see his son for his birthday, and and the rest of the time he's working on some lyrics and working on some other songs that he's writing. So he continues to write music. It's just he doesn't put it out there, and I've told him I know musicians, I know all these different places that he could get in touch with people, collaborate. He just so far hasn't been into it. Oh, good morning. Good morning, Ian, and good morning, Timekeeper. Is everybody feeling good today? Make sure you're clicking on that like. We're starting off our Monday with positivity, and this is my first pinner of the day. If Rabbit were here, he'd be giving me a hard time about these tiny little joints that I smoke. But it's just me. I'm just trying to get a buzz. I'm sorry I can't afford to just smoke these massive ones that just burn away while I'm holding them, because this one's burning while I'm holding it. But no, I have to be conservative with weed. Be conservative with the weed, and life will go well. Everybody should. We're so wasteful. We're so wasteful as a society. Just think about how much weed gets wasted. How much? Oh, it makes me sad sometimes to think about the amount of weed as I have sat here and held a joint burning. Baby pulse, exactly. It'll get me there, though. After about, I let this one kick in. That first one will start to kick in. And then depending upon how social I feel, I'll go ahead and I'll smoke another one. And if I'm social, I'll just keep smoking them one after another. Baby puffs do 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 do. Baby puffs do 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 do. No, I don't need to do Baby Shark. Maybe I should. That might be the cover nobody does. I'm already. One reason why I'm running behind was the discussion I was having with my brother about Nickelback. Uh, he's one of those that he doesn't like that Nickelback. He doesn't like that Nickelback, and I said, well, that's because people have told you not to like Nickelback. I said, why wouldn't you? And his answer, exactly. Well, it's motivating. It's motivating, Timekeeper. It was off right. Nickelback, they're awesome. Exactly, Gemma. That's what I was telling my brother. I said, I'm bringing Nickelback back. I go up to these festivals, Country Fest, when I played Country Fest. I did a version of Rockstar. And I have heard Chad Kroeger actually say in an interview that most of the songs that he writes are country. He said, you listen to Rockstar? It's country. I'm through with standing in line at clubs I'll never get in. It's all a country song, and a lot of Nickelback songs are. But I always just throw out there, listen to Animals and tell me they don't rock. Listen to Animals and tell me that they don't rock. They were such a popular band, and people were told, oh no, you can't like Nickelback now. It's no longer good. It was all just propaganda to get you to dislike Nickelback. He's an educated person. He's a musician. His opinion should be based on musicianship and other things. And he was just, no, Nickelback's terrible. Oh, I can't believe you're doing that. People are going to hate you because you play Nickelback. And I said, well, people are going to hate me anyway, but for one reason or another. Everybody's not going to like you. And I'm just such a fan of the Nickelback. I want them. I want them out here more. Thank you, Ian. Thank you, Ian. They are sheep. They are sheep. They are not judging. They're not judging them properly. You listen to Animals and you tell me Nickelback doesn't just burn it to the ground. Eddie Van Halen's kid, Wolfgang Van Halen. What an amazing musician he is. He pulls off all the leads his dad would do. The guy can play. He can play all the instruments. He's another one of those like the now ostracized Foo Fighters. It's sad what happened there. It's sad what happened there, and we'll see where all that lands. But another one of those where he recorded all the music, wrote his whole album, recorded all the instruments and all that, put it out, and it's getting marketed. He's got some really good songs, but there are a couple songs. If you listen to "Don't Back Down," which it's a great video. He's in the video with himself, interacting with himself. The drummer version of him is a lazy, worthless. They're all the engineers, all that. But listen to "Don't Back Down" by Wolfgang Van Halen. It's a Mammoth. He goes by that was the name that Van Halen was going to use before they went with Van Halen, was Mammoth. Listen to Mammoth and "Don't Back Down," and then listen to "Burn It to the Ground" by Nickelback, and tell me that Nickelback is not a huge influence on Wolfgang Van Halen. I would go as far to say that he's got to be a fan of the Nickelback in order to put out songs that are just right there with Nickelback. That it's like it's almost you stole their song. You like the riff and you kind of took the song, which I'm fine with. I don't have a problem. Love he's awesome. Oh, you hear the things about his dad. Oh, and the guy did have alcohol problems and other stuff. So you'll hear bands that hated him. You'll hear people that say, "Oh, he was great." The good things that he did for some people. He screwed these people over on tour. They got screwed over on tour. I love the story about how they were opening for Journey. And I can't think of a single Journey song that ever would compare to anything along the lines of during the wouldn't give them sound checks, wouldn't do a whole lot of stuff for them at the beginning, didn't allow them to do that, and so they got a bad taste for the rivalries between bands, which always amazes me. It amazes me, the rivalries between musicians. A part of music is just letting go and just being in a vibe. Why is there such negativity with musicians? That never made any sense to me. That never made any sense to me. I but it happens, and it happens on a big level as well. Uh, so you never know. You never know. I I hope so. I hope so. I'm looking at a text that's saying you okay. It's saying you okay. Uh, I'm gonna respond to this text. Yes. There we go. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what my demeanor is. Is my demeanor off? Do I seem like I'm not okay? Uh, no, it's a beautiful Monday. It's a beautiful Monday. We discussed the Nickelback out there. He discussed seeing his son uh, and the school system. And his son is autistic and nonverbal autistic. And he's just turned 16. I wasn't sure how old he turned yesterday, but it's 16. And basically, the school has said you need to just go ahead and homeschool him. So he's kind of been put out of the school system now, which is I guess disheartening because that was at least some sort of social thing that was there. But is there a lag in the stream? Is there? That's bad. That's bad. I apologize for that. This it's EV Mux. I'm trying to. So far, it hasn't been too bad, but I know I shouldn't be having any problems, and maybe it's the way that the stream could be lagging. Yeah, I can tell a little bit from my camera and everything along those lines. Overall, EV Mux. We've been using it. We've been using it as a replacement for StreamYard. So far, overall, it's okay. We have run into a couple of issues every now and then. Danny Stanton, peace and love there out in South Carolina. How you doing today, my friend? Having a little bit of coffee, and I'm gonna get another joint ready since it is Monday morning, and it feels like it should be at least a two joint show. I should have a two joint show. Someone threw a rock at Chad. Oh, are you kidding me? You know, it's. I don't think I blame the late '90s. I blame who is it? Who did break stuff? Who's the band? Who's the rolling? Uh, Woodstock. It was a turning point. Woodstock '99. You had 30 years. You had Woodstock '69. Peace time. Woodstock '99. Oh, money grab, disaster, light the place on fire. I love that there was a documentary about it. A documentary about it that I suggest watching, where you just see how Limp Bizkit. Thank you, my love. And I'm talking to Allie, not you, Ian. You got it right too. I'm happy about that. I appreciate it. But no, I'm talking to Allie, my love. No, they 99. There were so many. It was at an Air Force base or something, an abandoned Air Force base. There's nothing but concrete, so it's just the heat is immense and all this going on. A lot of people that were security, they just took their shirt off. They got it was their ticket to the thing. They got their security. They turned their shirt inside out and go enjoy the show. Security just they gave up on doing anything. Uh, Red Hot Chili Peppers. They were getting ready to go live, and the promoters were like, "Hey, we need you to try to keep this crowd under control. Try to keep things cool." And they did a cover of "Let Me Stand Next to Your Fire." Let me stand, and everybody's lighting fires everywhere. They're just burning the place up, and uh, and then Limp Bizkit comes out with the break stuff, and it was just there was so much rage in music. There was so much rage, and you know it couldn't, and that's really where the downfall is. The rage in music, the rage. Everybody complains, oh, music's no good anymore. Oh, the bands back then. There's some good music. There's some great music. There's a lot of great musicians writing some great songs out there if you search for it. The stuff getting promoted, not necessarily. There are some good acts, musicians, and other stuff. But the money's just going into pop. The promotion money's just going into pop. So, you know, you got to look at where that's happening. But music hasn't gotten bad. I think the fans are a lot more ragey. The fans don't listen. The fans are following everybody. You ask somebody who their favorite band is, they've got 100 of them, which I guess makes sense. But how good of a fan can you be if you're spread out that much? Uh, the heyday is beyond us. Of course, that's the way it is with everything. We are in such a transitional period. Think about all the different technologies. Think about the TVs. Think about I'm getting this state of the art VHS machine. Pff, that's done. That's gone. Those are, all these different things that are just within the last 100 years that now are ancient technologies that really are just less than 100 years. We didn't know how to do any of that shit before that. And oh, good, the dog's making noise. I love it when the dog makes noise. No, it's a Monday. It's a Monday, and I feel VHS exactly the VHS. We got it early too. Well, I had to help make a commercial with the Quasar VHS and the recording deck, and they had a camera. And the commercial was going to be for the P15 data concentrator, allowing you to enter your election results from the polling place using your touchtone phone and tabulated back in the office with the personal computers that were available in the day. So we had that. We had that early technology. And then they made video discs about the same time, and that went nowhere. I don't know if anybody remembers that. It looked like a massive CD. It was a massive video disc you put on there. But nobody could afford the player, and Betamax. The interesting thing about the whole, when it comes to VHFs, Betamax, and with the and with those discs that I was just talking about, the reason VHS ended up being the one is that what the porn industry went with. Whatever the pornographic industry, home movies at that time, people weren't buying actual movies. Theaters weren't putting out movies onto tape for home demand. The only home market when it came to movies that already existed was pornography. People were getting their 8 millimeters, right? They're getting their videos and all that, and so that was where your market was going to be to start with. And they adopted VHS. They put everything out on VHS, and so that's where that's why the movie industry, ended up choosing, because Betamax was superior. Betamax was a superior format, apparently. I don't know the specifics on it, but it was superior to VHS. But the porn industry said, we're putting everything on VHS, so everybody get your VHS players, and nobody bought a Betamax. I have one, but it doesn't work. I have one that it's one of those combo units and all that. I've got some of that old technology. I've got computers that are really old too, but not the ones that I wish I had my TRS-80. I had Model 1. It was the very first. They had not printed a manual. They did not have an actual printed manual. There were 25 pages, typed up pages, stapled up at the corner, called a preliminary manual that shipped with this thing when it first came out. It was advertised in the back of Byte magazine. It came out, had that. I already had the tape deck, and we had a monitor at work, a small green. Just I was able to use it and start. I think I was 7 or something along those lines. But it was first generation kind of shit. Early adopter, early adopter of those technologies. But if I had that, that thing would be worth a mint right now. That thing would be worth an absolute mint. My neighbors probably still have their Commodore 64s and some of those other things that they had. But all those ancient technology, no one uses them. Oh, look at this, it's gone. The computing power with Moore's law, the processor speed doubling every 18 months. Just amazing that it kept to that for so long, and we have no idea. You have no idea today what's going to be the big thing in 5 years. You have no idea. You have if there's even still going to be stuff going on in 5 years. Will AI have totally taken over by then? AI sucks, by the way. I just want to say that. I know I'm a proponent for it, but I've been let down because AI is being all this intelligence, all this processing power getting wasted on people being able to write songs with it. If you could write a song, write a song. Don't turn to the computer to do it. And so many people now and that's what all that processing is being used for. Why aren't they curing a disease? Why aren't they doing something along those lines? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. My day just got so much better. Please join me, sweetheart. Please join me.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good
Good
morning.
morning. We're gonna have a good morning. Good
Hello.
morning. I love
I love
your
you.
face. Oh, I love you.
Uh oh, is
Everybody,
my
it's
dog
Allie.
making noise now?
Is your dog
Hello.
making noise? I didn't hear
Yeah.
it. Oh, I heard a little bit. I heard a little bit of a whine. Everybody, Allie has arrived. Allie has arrived. Look how my day just brightened up.
Hello.
My day just got great. You just made my whole morning. Oh man. And Mr. Johnson is here to talk about insurance. This dog looks like it's wearing a toupee. There are times that this dog looks like it has a toupee on its head, and I call it Mr. Johnson.
It is
He
Mr.
uh,
Johnson.
he sells life insurance. Sells life insurance. That's what he does. How are you, my love?
I'm
How are
doing
you
great. How are
doing?
you doing?
I'm
Do
doing
you
great.
know
You
that I
just
love you?
Oh man, I do, and that's why I feel so good when I see you.
Okay.
That's why I feel so good when I see you and you. Oh, you came to see me this morning.
I
Coffee
did.
with Wes rocks now, everybody. Now this show rocks. Everybody feel good about it.
I'm assessing my dog's body language to see what I have to do with him. Oh God.
If you gotta take the dog out, that's okay. That's okay. I understand. I'm smoking my second joint for the morning, so I can hold it down. I can
I know
attempt to
you.
hold it
You
down.
said earlier. I'm gonna. I think this is gonna be a two joint stream, and I was like, it's about to be a 3 joint stream.
It's gonna be. It's gonna be a three joint. I love you, honey. I love you. You take that dog on out. You take that dog on out. She's awesome. She's awesome.
I
She's
love you. I'll
everything.
be right
She's
back.
right friggin' there. Isn't that awesome? Oh, oh, I love you. Oh, it's a good day. It's a good day. We're. She's got to take the dog out. I am on the second joint of the day. We're looking for those positives, the way to make this Monday into a good day. The weed is definitely helping. The weed is definitely helping. I saw my brother. My brother's in town, so I'm having a moment there. It dawned on me. It dawned on me how old my brother is. He's 8 years younger than me. And I'm getting to such an age where now he seems damn old. And it's like, how are you this old? And he's walking around talking about how rough life is at 47. And I'm thinking, yeah, oh, that's rough. That's real rough what you got going on there. He's taking care of his wife's parents. They've had to do that. Well, now there's only one parent as those parents pass away. As they're both, it's the saddest freaking story. And he comes down once a month to see his son and everything along those lines. But that at times, I believe, can be he doesn't get to see him as much. And a 16-year-old wants to, he kind of wants to be left alone. He wants to do his thing and isn't as interested in the things that his dad is interested in. I totally understand that. So it's a little bit of a downer for him having to do that. But that's life. Life keeps marching on. Life keeps going. I I am looking to do some more video editing today. I did some yesterday. I got that video uploaded of Paint Me a Picture, a song I wrote for Allie. Got that uploaded yesterday. I'm feeling good about that. I'm feeling good about the music, and I'm thinking I need to get back on doing some coding. I'm doing some advertising that should be able to allow me to just let things run here without having to be here for a bunch of times. Getting some hours, getting that other stuff going. I'm hoping that guerrilla marketing that I'm going to do is going to end up paying off. But I've got an app to write. I've got more work to do on that, and so it may end up being a programming day. It may end up at some point in time. I don't know. The temperature's beautiful. It's gonna be a gorgeous day. I'm just loving it. Absolutely loving it. If I could keep this tiny joint going, if I could keep this tiny joint going, it would be a little bit better. But it'll all work out. It'll all work out. And I know I'm gonna end up doing some comedy at some point in time this week. We did do a kind of an impromptu late night. It might have been Friday night, where we did we call it live high or die, and it had a family friendly. It was like family, faith, and fun. I think that's what we call it. It's filth. It's all filth. It's puppets and animation and filth, and that turned out to be a lot of fun. I want to do at least one more, maybe two of those this week, so I get some more time in as the animated characters doing the improv insult bullshit that I do as the different characters. I I try, which is Allie's character. The I was Karen though this last time. I was the Karen character, and she was having a lot of fun. And then Allie was able to make it as Azura, so Karen and Azura got to hang out. We do have a Halloween show. It's going to be the 25th, the Friday before Halloween. It's over at Charlie Wood Lives. Last year's Halloween live stream that we did over there was absolutely insane. Falcro, I don't know how many of you know the Falcro. The Falcro had sex with a cartoon character during the show multiple times. Uh, it was it was so bad. It was so bad. Oh look, I think somebody's returned. I think somebody has returned. Hello, beautiful.
Hello.
How are you doing this fine morning? How
Oh,
was
I
it
am doing
outside?
good. I am drinking my water.
Oh, is the water treating you good? Oh yes.
Yeah, I'm just trying to drink some water before I drink some coffee.
Well, are you staying up? You did not get enough sleep. You did
I'll
not
just
get
take a nap
enough
later. I'll
sleep,
be
did you?
fine.
All right, baby. Let me know when that nap's going to be, and I will do the same. That way I'll nap at the same time.
All right. It'll probably be like after 4.
All right, that'll work for me. I'll be tired by then.
Okay, great. I love
You
you.
had a stream last night.
I did. I sure did. I did a stream where I colored in some pumpkins. Yep, that's what they're called. No, they're actually called pumpkins. I didn't know if you knew that. And I colored in a bunch of them. An app does sound good.
I watched it afterwards. I
Oh,
was
you did.
watching the stream afterwards and everything, and it was.
And what did you
I
think?
I thought the pumpkins looked neat. I thought the pumpkins looked neat. You've got you've got some cool designs there to put some neat stuff together.
Yeah.
Uh, I'm loving all the work you're doing with Fresco. It's just
Oh, thank
cool
you.
watching you work with that because it's got that feel and everything, and you've got that tablet, the
Oh, yeah.
pen tab. So that is nice.
It's funny because I've had this type of tablet in the past before, but it was like it was never bought new,
Mm-hmm.
and I never had like the right connecting cords and stuff. So I would always have to like,
Rig it.
yeah, MacGyver some form of thing to get it to work.
Oh man, do you know how much it arouses me to hear that you MacGyver things? Oh, I love your brain. I love your brain.
Love you.
Oh,
That's
she's
part of the
so.
reason why I love that show Taskmaster is because it's all about MacGyvering things. It's like, oh, how can you do this without using the obvious tool to do the thing? Like,
That's why MacGyver was an awesome show. That's why MacGyver was an awesome show. The original MacGyver, and there were Junkyard Wars. There was a program called Junkyard Wars where two teams would be given a task to build some mechanical machine to do some task, and they would have to find what they need, find a motor, find a car, find whatever it is that they're going to end up using to build all this stuff. And they've got like welders and some other things, demolition tools, but and I think that was one that originated in the UK. Uh,
hmm.
and then they had an American version,
You
and
know what
I don't know.
show I just watched the other day for the first time was Coal Shack, Night Stalker.
Night Stalker, which
Yeah.
episode?
I watched like the first 6 episodes.
Tell me this. There's I can remember the
Um,
swamp thing that was down in the sewers. The one where there was a he had to sew up the mouth of this zombie with salt in it and everything inside of a junkyard because there was voodoo in a zombie.
there was one where it was Invisible Man that he had to take when he took pictures of him. It scared the dude away. And then there was another one where it was a serial killer, and it was like one of the first episodes, and he was like trying to convince his editor, let me write on this shit because this other dude he has a weak stomach, he's not going to be able to write anything about it. And then the guy comes back from seeing the scene and he was like, it was horrible.
Kolchak and his editor. The dynamic between the two of those. Because Carl, you're such a loser. And Carl was just, no, I'm going to go do this.
No, I'm gonna give everybody a hard time and twitch about it.
That's what he does, man. That's what he does.
It's so funny because that actor always reminds me of A Christmas Story. So whenever I hear his voice,
Fragile.
I'm like, it's Father Christmas. It's the voice of Christmas.
He is his name Gavin something? Why am I thinking Gavin?
You know, I'm not sure 100%. I will look it up for you because I
No,
love
you
him
don't
so
have to.
much.
You don't. I love you. You're looking it up because you're somebody that has to look everything up. Another reason why I love her.
Darren
She's
McGavin.
Darren McGavin. It had Gavin in it.
Oh, they did a remake with Stuart Townsend? What?
A remake of what?
Kolchak.
No kidding. The Night Stalker was a great. It was a source of nightmares. I was too young to be watching it, and I was watching it
Oh, that's
because
funny.
Dad would be up watching it, so I'd be up watching it, and
Yeah, we were scrolling through Peacock, I think it was, and Mom was like, "Have you ever seen that show?" I was like, "I've heard of it, but I've never seen it." She was like, "You should put it on," and I was like, "Okay." So then we watched like 6 episodes,
oh,
and
your
they're like
mom's
an
got good
hour long.
taste.
We watched
Yeah,
a long time.
there was a vampire in one. There was they they were just all really good, and there'd be those scary moments, and oh, but yeah, a lot of those early fears that contributed to plenty of it.
Oh yeah,
Was watching that at a young age.
I saw An American Haunting with Liam Neeson and Catherine Zeta-Jones and what's her name? What's her face? What's her fucking face? I've never heard of Night Gallery, but I did watch Twilight Zone.
Oh yeah, yeah. Those were just staples. Nobody in my
Kurt,
family watched any
no,
of that.
no, Kurt.
Oh man,
I wish I could just go and him have mushrooms.
shrooms, shrooms are good. Shrooms are
I
great.
also really like the Alfred Hitchcock presents. That one, that show was good.
It's all the neat profile.
Burn, 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 burn.
It's all the
So
neat
for the
profile.
longest
It's
time, I had this growing up. I had this. It was like a pull toy for a little kid, and you pull it before the kid goes to sleep, and then they fall asleep to this music. It was the Alfred Hitchcock Presents theme tune, and I didn't know it all of my life until like about a year ago when I saw it for the first time, when I saw that show for the first time. And I was like, oh my God, I've known this song my whole life. I fucking love that song. It was in a little Frankenstein wind up toy that
oh, that is awesome.
yeah.
That is awesome. Hitchcock was awesome. Outer Limits was great. Yeah. What was the Tales from the Dark Side? Wasn't there a TV show each week? There was a series, Tales from the Dark Side. I think it would be. Uh,
Tales from the Dark
that
Side.
that was another. I believe
It
that
was a
was
show
the.
and also a movie.
They did have a movie. They made a movie. I don't.
Hmm.
It gave you a little bit of fun. It gave you a little bit of fun. Nobody growing up, the kids, nobody was. You had, this was the era. This was the '80s. You had the Jasons. You had the Friday the 13th. You had the different the horror genres. The Freddy Kruegers were all initiated during that time, right? The We're going with some really hardcore scary stuff here, and we're gonna have these killers and all that. You had that happen during the '80s. The killer clowns from outer space, all this shit that really whacked out, and nobody. We watched all that, but there wasn't any Oh, I'm a horror movie buff. I didn't know anybody who thought of themselves as that. You would have sci-fi buffs. You would
Hmm.
have the people that would say that. But and I don't know if was because it hadn't been going. You had horror movies. You had all the old Lon Chaney's and all the other
Hmm.
stuff that
Oh my god, I
they
love Lon Chaney Jr. I love
those
him so much. He's so
those
amazing.
were all
He's
good.
so depressed in every fucking movie he's in. He's just got that look of just, he's so morose. He's just so upset. And I love it. I know. Yeah, exactly. Exactly
That's
that. I
you
love
got to
it
get
so
that
much.
look. You got to
Oh
get
my
that
gosh, he
look.
just played the total tortured like person. Oh my god, I loved it.
I can do a pretty good job of that. I have experience being a tortured person. I have experience. I'm able to convey that. That's why people text things like "You okay?"
You
That's why
okay?
people.
Well,
And I
the
still.
reason why I said that was because you're like, I had an okay weekend. It could have been better. And I'm like, what is happening?
I I
Uh, uh.
I I'm gonna stammer. This is where I stammer without an
Read this
answer. I
comment
didn't know.
instead.
Okay, we can have them delivered, but they want 300 an ounce. Damn. Uh, the guy doesn't ship, but I know a guy 100 an ounce could be getting shrooms. I haven't I haven't gotten into that. I did enjoy that when I had some earlier this year, the shrooms, but
Yeah, you did seem to enjoy it.
it
I
was an
remember you sending
experience.
me an email just fully describing your trip. Oh
Was I?
man. Yeah,
Did
you
I?
did. You did.
Oh man.
You don't remember that? Yeah,
Do you know how many emails and how many messages you and I sent?
a few
A few, a few,
thousand.
a few thousand a day.
No,
A
not a day. We
couple of
probably
days,
send a few thousand in a week,
easily, easily.
maybe a few days.
Yeah, my guy, my dude, he's he's trying to move them and all that. He doesn't know a bunch of people. He doesn't sell a whole bunch, but he does have those, and he's been getting rid of those for I think 100 an ounce. And they're good. I mean, I had some, but I can't afford that and the weed, and I know I need the weed. I know I need the weed.
Yeah, you got to deal with me somehow.
It's not about you know what I've told you before. The reason I smoke with you is I am a social
I
smoker.
know, but it's so funny. It's so funny for me to say. It's
But
because you can't stand me and you have to get so high to deal with me.
yeah, yeah, that is what you say. That is what you say. You say that a lot. I'm gonna have some. I'm gonna get
Have
another
I told
joint
you
ready.
today on the stream that I love you?
Is it just for show? Is it just for show?
No.
Or you just out here doing it on the stream? Is that what? Are you gonna yell at me in private? Is it gonna be mean time in private? It'll be all nice and
No!
sweet up here, and then mean time in private.
No!
Oh, I love that. That was so good. That was so good. What are you gonna do today? What are you gonna work on today?
I don't know. I feel like I should work on some form of animation. I haven't worked on an animation in a few days because I've been focusing on t-shirt designs. Oh, there goes your camera again. It started to glitch out.
Yours had done it for a second, I thought, and then mine. Am I here now?
Oh, that's so cute. My girl is on. Gotta say hello to her. She's my favorite woman of this earth. That's adorable, and I like it.
Hey, if you got that going on in life, that is awesome. Everybody,
We approve.
you
We like
know,
it.
I
Keeping it
wish
pure.
everybody had just that good feeling, had that positivity, had
I
that
know.
somebody
It would
like
really.
you
I feel
that
like. Oh, I'm not gonna
just
say that.
you make me feel so good. You
I
make
love
me
you.
feel so good, and you brighten every day for me.
I
It is
like
a
spending
wonderful
time with
thing.
you. You make me very happy.
Oh, I'm madly in love with you. I've been in love with you. You, you have no idea.
I have
You
some idea.
everything. Yeah, everything. I kind of tell you in the thousands of emails that we send, the
Oh
thousands
my
of
god, imagine if
messages.
we still used email.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
it's
love you.
horrible. She hates using email. And now I gotta wonder. Now I gotta wonder about the text,
What?
right?
I love
With it,
using email.
with
I
it
love it.
leaving, with it leaving texts and not sending them until later. With what it did the other day, has it done it since? I don't. I didn't get part of your thing.
Ooh. Justine took the day off to take me to the doctor, so we're chilling. Probably gonna climb back in bed after this show. Very nice. That
Climb
sounds
back.
good.
Hell, climb back in bed during. It's just an
Imagine if you
audio
had to use
program.
snail mail. I know. My god.
Oh, that would be terrible. I would send recordings. Is it at a time when you still had the ability to make recordings? Can you
Yeah,
make
you can send me
audio?
a cassette tape.
Is it well? I'm just if it's using snail mail. Have we gone back before the cassette tape too? How far back have we gone to where you have the postage, you have the ability to send, dearest Allie, you
Oh,
know,
meine dearest Ally.
where I could do that because I would have to. I think I would have to send tapes. 'Cause, the baritone. I use this to keep you. This is what I do. I every now and then. Hey, how are you doing? I like to lower it an octave and just hey, let's talk. How's it going? Is that wrong? Is it
No,
wrong?
I like
Okay.
it.
Well, it's why it works.
I like it. I
I'm
love
being
you.
honest about it. I'm
I'm
being
totally in
honest
love with
about it.
you. Hey,
Oh,
did you know that I'm in love with you?
you are.
I am.
Do you have a fever? Is everything okay? As though you must be sick. It was a joke. It was a joke. It was a joke. I do comedy. We d- we do comedy together. That's
I
what our
know.
thing was. That's how we got
Just
together.
thought dramatic reaction would be fun.
Dun dun dun. Well, of
Dun, dun,
course.
dun, dun.
Spending your whole life listening to the Hitchcock theme and not even knowing it. No wonder you're such a drama queen with everything. Before the internet. Well, the internet was here. The internet's been around since the 60s, but mainly it was the connection between mainframes at colleges.
Drama queen, huh?
It was a joke. It was
I
another
know. I'm
joke.
joking. I thought
I
it would be.
just
I thought it'd be
making
funny.
jokes. You scared me there. That was that seemed a lot more calm and a lot drama queen, huh? It was like, oh, did I really do something wrong? It was meant to
All
be
we
a
had
joke.
was chat rooms.
Before chat rooms, you had bulletin boards, local machines that you could call up, BBSs, and you would have to gain access to it. There'd be a general access where
What
you
does
could
BBS stand for?
bulletin board system.
I knew it. Okay. Sorry, I was trying to
That's
figure it out in my brain.
bulletin board system. Before AOL and before a bunch of those, you'd have local numbers, and
Oh yeah,
mainly
I had
hackers
AOL.
would be the ones that had those. So you'd get connected, and if you had information that you could share with these hackers, passwords to other systems, numbers to other systems that you could share, you move up in the trust level of the admin who's running the BBS, right? And so they're figuring you're not a Fed. You're not somebody, because on up in there, when you got to the higher levels, is when you got all the access to the poor man's James Bond and all the different bomb making, chemistry, hacker information, uh, MCI. I didn't pay for long distance. The only reason I didn't get in trouble for this, I had a computer, and I through a BBS system, I was able to make calls. My father complains about wanting to use the phone, says he's going to call Grandpa. Long distance telephone calls cost a lot of money at
Hmm.
that time, and being on these BBSs, MCI had just become a thing. And the way you would use MCI was you would call a number, and then you would enter in your code, and then you'd be given a dial tone, and you would be able to
Mm-hmm.
call out on that number. And so I told my father, I said, I can get you free long distance. You want to call free? And
This is gonna sound like a really stupid question, but is that different from dial-up?
it wasn't computers. It was a
Oh.
telephone making an actual
Oh.
telephone call.
Okay.
Uh, a way you could save money on long distance and not have to use the local long distance company, which you only had one to choose from. Uh, you could call an MCI number. MCI had banks of numbers, and you would enter your code and you'd pay them, and they would give you a line out. And so I had a bunch of those. And businesses would have what's called a Watts line, an 800 number for their salespeople in the field to be able to call in, enter their sales ID and their number, and then get a dial tone so at the airport they could make all the business calls they needed and things along those lines. Damn straight. Toll calls.
I like it.
I sure hope.
Hey, cheers. Cheers, 710.
Cheers, 710. How is it going this Monday? Peace and love. Bum, 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 bum.
I hope my
You
brother
know,
enjoyed that goodie bag.
you know what was funny?
What's that?
My brother and I are having, I don't know if you heard me talking about the conversation about Nickelback that my
I
brother and
did
I
hear
were
that.
having. He then, he's like, Nickelback, it's like Creed now. And he brought up Creed. And
Yeah.
I
Now?
just, oh, look how angry you got. And
No, I'm agreeing with him. He's just
he was
realizing that
saying,
now.
Creed is viewed that way. Creed now has that
Can
vibe
you
and that.
take me higher?
I
Do I
told him that you
say
were gonna do that. I told him. I said, Creed, she's gonna do higher. I'm gonna talk her into doing a version of higher and all that.
wow wow?
He's looking at me like I'm crazy. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Okay, they wouldn't have these bands on the radio if they weren't good listening. I, for the longest time, was not the biggest Nickelback fan.
Oh, I understand.
You know, over time, I've heard it so many times that I know it, and it's like I don't know what it's like, but it basically, um, yeah, I really enjoy it now.
Well, they're fun. Once you can and you can laugh about it, and it's almost it is almost a rebellious thing now. It's
Yeah,
almost a
totally.
rebellious thing. I fucking love Nickelback.
You
Nickelback
like
kicks ass.
Nickelback? What's wrong
And
with you?
I call those are the posers, the people that don't
It's
like Nickel.
divorced dad rock.
Is that what it is?
That's what it's called.
Or divorced dads just end up finding Nickelback? Is
Yeah,
that what happens?
yeah.
Because it's just rock.
I
It's
love
just rock.
you. I love you all along.
They have they have such
Miss
filth.
Bombay. Girl. Sorry.
Bring it, baby. That was great. That was
I love you.
absolutely great. I love you.
I feel like the more I sing on lives, the less scary it will be. So I just keep peppering it in there every once in a while.
Don't matter if you're not good enough for anyone else to hear.
I love you.
Just
He says stuff like this
sing,
while singing like that, and
sing
it's just like,
a
you're such a great
song.
singer. I love you.
That sucked. That sucked.
No, I
I am.
enjoyed that.
No, I suck.
No.
I hate my voice. It's comical to me. It's comical to me that I sing. I There is
Take
a
that
part of
back.
me that just,
You fucking. You take that back.
I don't know what my voice is. I don't know what my voice is.
Soundgarden, Alice in Chains, Nirvana, STB.
Stone Temple Pilots.
Stone Temple Pilots. Okay. Queens of the Stone Age. I saw Queens of the Stone Age. They were one of my first concerts.
No shit.
Yeah, I saw Nine Inch Nails, and Queens of the Stone Age opened for them.
No shit. That is
Yep.
awesome. That
I
is
also
awesome.
saw Saul Williams. That they opened for Nine Inch Nails. That was pretty cool.
Ow, 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 ow. Lit cherry fell on my finger.
No,
So,
like your little ow song. Ow, ow, ow,
positivity
ow,
for the
ow,
day
ow.
is shot. Everybody, the positivity for the day, and it's not even 11 o'clock. Fuck. No, I'm lying. It's all good. It's all going to be a positive day. It's going to be a great day. Allie joined me today. It's daytime Allie, everybody. It's daytime Allie. There is nothing more beautiful than a daytime Allie.
I love
Oh,
you.
it makes me feel so good. I just get energized. I'm so
Maybe
happy.
you should play the bass.
Did you think it and put it in my head, or was I thinking it and put it in yours, and then you said it? Because I was thinking, should I play the bass? And you said, maybe you should play the bass. It felt like a time.
We're
No, I shouldn't.
connected, you know.
We are connected. It feels like it. No, we don't need to do I don't need to do the bass thing right now.
If you want to, you can. I would not
I
be
want to talk to
opposed.
you. I want to
Oh,
talk to you. How are you
well,
feeling?
I'm doing good.
Mm-hmm.
um,
She
yeah,
had on her
my
glasses
nostrils have
yesterday.
dried up a little bit.
She had her hair up and she had on her glasses yesterday, and it was just, oh, I had this
I
sexy
went into
librarian
librarian
thing
mode, and
going.
he's horny for hot librarian.
Oh my God. Well, I am when you're looking that way. That was just, it was like,
Instead of hot for
ooh.
teacher, you're horny for librarian.
Well, no. See, I picture you in all of these really hot outfits, these sexy dresses, and all this other stuff. And so I normally picture you in those anyway. And then all of a sudden, ooh, picture her in that with her hair up and glasses. Ooh. So it was a whole another set of thoughts I was able to have.
Oh,
No, it was nice. It was really nice. It got my attention.
I love you.
I love you, hottie. I'm loving the pumpkins. If you're gonna
Are
do some
you?
animating, uh, you want to make a mouth set?
Yeah, I can do that for you. I
Pick
would
one
love
of
to do
those
that.
out. Pick one of those out to make a mouth set. I mean, you're gonna do such a better job than me. My drawing skills just suck ass when it comes to that. So that
You gotta
because I
tell me
think
which pumpkin you want me to do, because then I'll change the mouths based on.
which one do you think would make the best floating head, kind of just like that skull that I had last year that I used for our Halloween show. I had that floating skull that it would kind of tilt and move, and it.
Would you mind if I took a look at the pumpkins so I could see?
Oh no, go right ahead. I trust your judgment on it.
I love
If it's the
you.
one with ooze coming out of its mouth, that's gonna affect how I have him talk.
Yeah, I know.
I don't think this is the way I want to have him do it. Hey everybody! Hey, happy
Is that the voice you
Halloween!
want to use?
I don't know. I don't know. It
Okay,
depends
so
on
is
the
it going to
pumpkin.
change based on the pumpkin I choose?
It'll
Because I was going to say,
change
if
based
you
on the
do the
pumpkin you
voice,
choose.
I may look at the pumpkins and be like, oh, that is the one.
What if he had a Frank type voice? I don't know. What if he spoke a little like this? What if this is the
Oh,
pumpkin?
if you do that one, then it
Hey,
has to be
does
this
it
one.
have to be? Hey, shut up. Shut up. I told you to shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. That's a pumpkin talking, not me. It's that pumpkin. That was his catchphrase, remember? He said shut your mouth over and over.
Yeah.
Everybody, shut up, everyone. Shut up. I'm talking. I'm talking over here. That could be the pumpkin. He doesn't have to be that. What do you want him to sound? You pick the pumpkin you think would look neat, and I'll just make a voice for it. Look at what, which one has the easiest mouth set to deal with, too. That was when, because I got the pumpkins from you, and it was like, oh, I like this one. Oh, damn, how am I going? Okay, how do I portray the mouths? I want to make sure that I get these looking right, and
I have two chosen.
For those that don't know, we do animations with Adobe Character Animator, and we use them live. I usually do cartoon characters during our live stream comedies, and we're talking about taking one of her drawings, one of her illustrations, vector illustration with Adobe Fresco, and creating a puppet, a free-floating head that we can use in shows and in promos during the month of Spooktober.
I think I have chosen.
What if this were his voice?
Well, if that's his voice, then I need to change the pumpkin. All right, may I show?
Yes, you can do whatever you want, huh?
Pumpkin.
Pumpkin. Is that what you want me calling you? Pumpkin.
Pumpkin. Why is it not allowing me to show? Let me share my screen. Okay.
Are there problems? It says you are sharing the screen.
So if you're doing the do-to-do voice, I would say this one. If you're doing the Frank,
hey
I would
everybody,
do
I'm
this
the
one.
pumpkin. I'm the guy. Hey everybody. And,
This one. You see?
that one there with the black arrow. Yeah, I can see your mouse. I can see your mouse.
Okay. And then if you're doing the Frank sort of voice, this one.
I think the Frank is what I'm going to end up doing.
Okay.
I think the Frank would be fun.
Okay, I shall do that. I need to pull up all the different mount sets. Oh.
I
Hi.
like that. Show looks good now. Show looks real good now. Oh, it just got worse. It just got worse.
I love
It had
October too.
It had a really, really good alley level going a second ago. It was really nice. It had big alley. Ooh, yes. Look at this.
But it covers the Coffee with Wes.
Yeah, but you're on top, and I like that.
What is going on here? Just a couple hanging out.
Ripper. We're having some coffee. We're having some
Yep.
coffee. Coffee at Smooth Bold. Smooth Bold. It's a way to live life. It's a way to live life. Everybody.
Sharp Meek.
What'd you say?
Sharp Meek. No, it would be Rough Meek.
Sharp Meek? Rough Meek? Is that what you're
Rough
doing?
Meek, yeah. Smooth Bold, Rough Meek.
I prefer Smooth Bold. I prefer to use Smooth Bold. Be smooth and be bold.
Be smooth. That sounds
Be
like you're
smooth.
saying that. Be smooth, young one.
Be smooth. I
Be
try to always
smooth.
be smooth.
Be bold.
Be smooth.
Be
Be
small.
smooth. Be
Be
bold.
booth.
Maxwell House. Start your day with it. There you go. There we go. Be smooth. Be bold. Maxwell House. Start your day with it. Oh, is it creepy?
Oh, is it? Oh,
creepy in a
why don't you
fun
go
way?
complain on TikTok about the tea some more, you
Is
bitch?
it? Oh my god. Is it creepy in a fun way? Is it creepy in a Is it because we don't? I mean, yeah. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Be smooth. Be bold. Maxwell House.
Be bold.
Start your day with it. That's the way it goes. Da, da, da. Don't be bald. See, I can't,
I can't help that.
I can't, and I don't know when this is gonna stop. I don't know when this is gonna stop. So, some things are inevitable. I may shave it all off today. I may just shave it all off today. Going into October. That way I don't end up ever getting any sun on it. I end up going through the entire winter looking like I'm going through chemo or something along those lines. Just really looking sad. Hey everybody, welcome to Coffee with Wes. I'll start doing it that way. Real exhausted during the show. Having a difficult time holding it together, doing something along those lines. I'm, so far. Here's the bad thing. I had a mohawk. Oh, I loved having the mohawk. It's too far back. I can't. It's not, there isn't enough hair up front here for me to really do the mohawk anymore. And that saddens me a little bit.
I want to do a mohawk.
You could do one.
Again.
You could do a mohawk.
I'm going to wait until spring. Just because I don't want to deal with winter with a cold head.
Totally understand that. Totally. We had that discussion. I remember now. I do a lot of weed, and so I don't always remember. It's sad.
Oh, Justine used to dye my mohawk when we were in high school. Oh, it's so cute.
That is awesome. I didn't. I did the mohawk throughout my different times during my 30s. And
when was the first time you had a mohawk?
Probably 29 or 30. Probably 29 or 30. It did not have. It was just all the
just
way
the
up.
top.
There's only a couple of decent pictures, and I would have to find them. And there's some that are on a computer downstairs where because I had horses. And everything.
All the time. I love the way she's. Sorry.
All the time. Yes.
All the time.
Yes. Well, this was in my 30s when I did that because I was discouraged from having longer hair when I was younger. I was told Uncle Elmer had long hair. He died. That was the reason I was given. Uncle Elmer had long hair and he died. That was no, it was more like yeah, maybe. Was it?
Was it?
No.
No, you were 25.
I was 25.
Get your numbers straight.
Get your numbers straight.
Get your
Not
numbers
real good
straight.
at math, are you? Not real good at math. Sometimes I have problems. Oh, do I? How long do I tolerate? How long do I tolerate?
It's up to you, babe.
Kind of, I don't know. You know what I do know?
You gotta get more high.
Get more high and be smooth and be bold.
Be bold.
It's terrible. It is terrible. Grandpa, today was Grandpa's birthday.
Today's my grandma's birthday.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Another thing we have in common. Oh, man. It's like we're meant to be together. No, it was that, and Grandpa was 80-something when he had his girlfriend was 30-something years younger than him. And I think it's because he was smooth and bold. He was smooth and bold.
He had that smooth bold going on.
Dick Van Dyke. Everybody loves Dick Van Dyke. Oh, the Dick Van Dyke Show. Oh, he was, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Oh, Dick Van Dyke. Oh, he was in TV shows. He's always the good guy. Dick Van Dyke's never the bad guy. Everything's great for Dick Van Dyke. His wife's like 40-something, 48 years younger than him.
Bill
He's
Belichick
almost
is
100.
dating somebody who's like 56 years younger than him.
Oh, man. I don't know. I don't know.
All I know is I love you.
All I know is all I feel is love when I look
All I
into
feel
those
is
eyes.
love.
All I feel is love when I look into your eyes, yeah. Could this be real, yeah? The way I feel, yeah. 'Cause all I feel is love when I look into your eyes, yeah. 'Cause all I feel is love. All I feel is love. Might have to get the bass. All I feel is love when I look into your eyes. Mm. I'm just uh I'm just in such a great mood today. I'm in such a great mood today. There's a so grandpa, he kind of maybe I don't know. Am I too smooth and bold? Is there a point in life when you have to stop being bold? When you
Is
have to
there a
say,
part in life where you have to start being smooth?
"Well, I've always been smooth."
Stop being smooth. Did I say start? I meant to say stop.
You, you said start, and I started
Sorry.
to think, am I supposed to give advice to the youngsters? Hey, as soon as you can figure out how to be smooth, be smooth.
Do it.
It fucking helps with everything. Just be smooth. If you can be smooth, do it. Maybe that's bad advice. Maybe that's bad advice. I don't know. But no, it's I just I'm just getting myself a paper out. Getting myself a paper out. So, were you pleased with the version that I put up on the web of that song of "Paint Me a Picture"?
I was pleased. I liked it.
I
I
I
listened
thought
to
it
it
came.
before I texted you this morning.
Oh, you did.
Mhm.
Oh. I listened to it as well. I kind of like it. I kind of like it a lot. It's one of the better ones that I've written. I mean, I never go for complexity with music, right? It's got to have a vibe or a feel. It doesn't. I'll do one note songs. I'll do one note songs all day long,
One note
and be
songs are fun.
be totally happy with it. Be totally happy with it.
Mhm.
I do have the guitar. I have thought about, but I have more fun with the bass. I have more fun with the bass, and it's almost like people expect less out of me. And so it
You want to
allows
play
me to
bass?
just. Do I want to play bass right now?
Yeah.
I'm in the middle of
Oh,
twisting
I'm
this
sorry.
up. I can't possibly. No, I'm social smoking. I'm
Oh,
hanging out with
you're
you,
just being
beautiful.
rad over there.
That's what I am. That's what I am. This is how I do the smooth and bold part of my day. Everybody out there, are you having a smooth and bold day? Have you clicked on that
Be
like or
smooth, be bold,
dislike?
be rad,
Some
be
of you,
cool.
some of you might not like my programming. Some of you might not like what happens here at Rich New Design. And this is only the stuff you see. Oh my God. If you knew, if you only knew. Oh my God.
Oh,
I'm telling you.
have I
All
mentioned how
I
much
feel is
I'm in love with you?
love. All I feel. I have
Feeling
mentioned it in
love.
song. I have mentioned it in song how
I
much
know, I
in
love
love
it.
with you I am
I
a
love you.
number of times. So
Totally
I'm
in
putting
love
them out
with you.
there and I'm going to leave them out there. So I'm letting you know. If you decide, I'm just done with this
Don't
guy.
don't you
It's
start.
gonna, I'm gonna
Don't
look
you
so bad.
start.
I'm gonna be that guy with all these love songs out on his web, and they're all like,
This one is for Allie.
and I'm gonna leave them up because it's just awesome.
You
I
should.
feel them. I love them. I love
I
playing
feel
them
you
because
and
I
I love
feel
you.
them. They're just fantastic. They because of the feel that I have when I play them. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Could you hear that?
Yes. Did you not think the microphone would pick it up?
No, my bold, smooth brain wasn't thinking very well.
Don't you even with the smooth brain. You and all those creases in that brain don't even with that.
So greasy. So many wrinkles.
Mmm.
All right, I'm opening
Brain
Photoshop.
wrinkles. Brain wrinkles.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just laughing. I'm in a good mood. You in a good mood, honey? Are you in a good mood?
I am in a good mood.
You doing Photoshop?
What?
You doing Photoshop?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
What you got going on in Photoshop?
Oh, oh, just trying to open my file.
Oh,
Oh, my spooky file.
I I want to go back. There's an audio clip I'm gonna want to grab from this show.
Is there?
The one that had me rolling.
I know.
I'm gonna want to go get that. That was a thing of beauty.
You ain't slick,
Hey,
yeah.
there's a hurricane. That's right.
Oh, there is a hurricane.
That's right.
Hey, it's
Milton.
Rabbit.
Isn't it Milton? That was the other thing. I got sidetracked by
Milton?
your. I think it's Milton, isn't it? Milton?
Oh, God.
Is it?
Yes.
So, as I was saying earlier this week or last week, my father
Oh, my
had
gosh.
had his second house in Asheville, Virginia, so he could be away from the storms during the season, and Asheville's wiped out. So he's back down in Florida right now, staying at his place, which I believe is on the southern part of the cone of uncertainty. That's
Are they just trying to break off Florida at this point?
I really don't know. I really don't know.
All right, I
This is going
apologize.
to be
Continue your story.
no. This is going to be that's the whole story. Now he's down there, and another hurricane's coming there. It's
No, he went. No, he
I was
did.
joking with my brother. Yeah, yeah. I was joking with my brother. I said, "So watch. He'll decide to get a place out on the West Coast. He'll show up out there because I got to get away from the storms. There's no the East Coast sucks, and there'll be fires. There'll end up being fires or earthquakes going out on the West. It I think the drive into Florida should be clear. If you're trying to get on a southbound interstate in Florida, as long as they're not pointing it in the other direction. This thing's supposed to be a strong storm.
And then in the Atlantic, there's Kirk and Leslie.
Kirk and Leslie.
Leslie.
I moved away because the hurricanes became too much. The hurricanes became too much. It was just fuck. They just keep on swinging by. There's no way. Charlie wasn't supposed to hit. Charlie took a right fucking turn middle of the night and just came straight into us. It was supposed to go on up to Tampa. I was like, done.
I apologize. I started feeling like I had to sneeze.
And then it went away?
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck is that all about?
I don't know.
You keep having sneezes that never
Like
happen.
someone's
I had
put
one
a
the
curse
other
on me.
day. I can't remember the last time I sneezed.
I have all this
Is
sinus pressure and no sneezing.
is that something happening in the Matrix? Sneezing is going away. Has anybody out there been able to sneeze?
Are they? They're taking sneezing out of the
They're
program.
taking sneezing. Sneezing's going away. Michigan, I think, is the place to be. When I have I mean, I'm heading to Buffalo. I'm heading to Buffalo. I got a.
What's in Buffalo?
You beautiful. You.
I love you.
I love you. And so, I've been saying I'm supposed to start following Buffalo's football, and the
You
last
don't.
2 weeks.
The reason why I say you don't have to is because I know, as a Buffalonian, how shitty it can be when you're like, yeah, on a high from footballing, and then, oh God, oh God, oh God, you know. I've been a
Yeah, that's
Buffalonian
what I
fan.
hear. The last 2 weeks have not been big Buffalo games. So I'm not
Go
excited
Bills
about that.
never gonna happen. Yeah.
I haven't really made it a priority yet. I really haven't. You know,
Right.
because really, the whole purpose is so I can have conversations with people. When you're smooth and bold, you don't have to rely on that. You don't have to rely on that. I don't know that I'll have to know. I mean, I will for you. I'll watch with you. I'll do all that stuff with you.
See? The Casbricks know. They know, okay? Look it.
Did I say anything negative about it? Did I say anything negative about Buffalo?
See? Some cool punk bands bars there. They closed Club Diablo though.
I am totally sold on it. You know that, right? You know that, right?
Did you know that my grandfather lived in he's into drinking the water though, seriously. Yeah, our water isn't that great. Yeah, my grandfather used to live in Michigan. I
Well,
used to
there
go
you
there
go.
many a time. I
There
love
you
Michigan.
go.
Yeah. This be real, yeah. The way I feel, yeah. Sorry.
I love that. That was great. That was great. I love it when you're doing the songs. I love it when you're doing the songs. I wrote all these for you. How do I keep this girl? I love that song. I love playing that song. I kind of am happy now with the lyrics and arrangement on
Paint me a
Paint Me a
picture.
Picture. And I was telling my brother, third verse, I use the first half of the first verse and the last half of the second verse to
Oh,
make the
very
third
good.
verse. And so it kind of works. What was that? What was that? You had a negative thing to say. You had something negative to say.
That way, less work you have to do. I love you so, so, so much. So in love with
Wow.
you. Want to spend the rest of
Wow.
my life with you. I love you. Hey, will you look at me? Will
I
you
am
acknowledge?
looking at you. I'm looking right at you.
Will you acknowledge how much I love you?
Yes.
Okay, great.
I acknowledge it.
Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Oh, everybody has a story about somebody getting sick in a park in Buffalo.
Everybody gets sick
That's
in a
like
park
that's
in
like Buffalo's thing. We
Buffalo.
get
It's
sick. We
so
get sick.
cliche, man. Everybody gets sick in a park
Everybody
in
gets sick in
Buffalo.
Buffalo.
It's so cliche, man. Ooh, if you've been to Buffalo, yeah. Ooh, if you've been to a park there, yeah. You're bound to get sick,
Don't
yeah.
drink the water.
Buffalo parks. Don't drink the water. Everybody, it turned out to be a 3 joint show. I think. It's
That's the
not.
fourth joint, babe.
Is it really? Is
Yeah,
it seriously?
yeah.
I am such a social smoker. When I'm hanging out with you, I just want to socialize. Is it wrong?
Mm-mm. I might
I
smoke.
showered, but I didn't shave. I didn't get up early enough to shave.
I still love you.
I turned off the alarms. Well, thank you. I do worry at times.
I feel this love.
Just any day now when you wake up. What am I thinking?
What, babe? What'd you say?
I was making a joke. I was just making a
No,
joke.
not my husband, thankfully.
Any any day now when you wake up and and you and you realize, what am I thinking? What'd you do?
So yesterday I was helping my mom in the garden, as you know.
Yes.
She was asking me to pull out weeds, and I did that.
Did you
But
use
I
gloves?
also grabbed a. I was wearing gloves, but there was a little baby rose bush that I didn't see
Thorns.
in the weeds, and I just reached in and grabbed it and pulled, and I hurt my finger. It
Ooh.
was so long and so sharp that it cut through the gardening gloves and cut a little bit of my finger. I'm okay. I went
S-
to use my Wookie to clean out my bong or my bowl. Ended up scratching the little cut on my finger, and it's still sensitive because I didn't do any first aid to it. Uh oh. Uh oh. Ouch.
What happened, dear? Is
Your
everything
internet cut
okay?
out for a moment.
My internet cut out?
Yep.
She's got to take off. My internet cut out, and she has to take off, everybody. She said, give me 2 seconds. She's taking care of things at the house. Taking care of things at the house. Is everybody out there having a good day? We are, we are probably coming up on this hour and a half. She'll be coming back up. We could probably just, we could call this a show if you want. We've done this for about an hour and a half.
All right, cool.
Totally, totally in love with you, everybody. We're gonna be back again tomorrow for another Coffee with Wes at 10 a.m. Do you have a stream this evening?
I may do an animation stream or a painting stream. I'm not sure.
If if you need any company, let me know.
I would love to have your company.
I would love to have your company. I hope everybody out there has a great day.
Yeah,
Hope
thank you for
everybody
being here. We appreciate you.
be good to
Hit the
one
like, hit
another.
the dislike, hit
Get a
whatever.
buzz.
Share us
Get a
out.
buzz. Hit the pipe. Hit the frickin' pipe. Hit the
Hit the
bong.
peace pipe.
Hit the joint.
You
Hit the
hit that
peace pipe.
pipe.
Hit the peace pipe.
Yeah.
Oh, and once again, I use this as a nice public pulpit for me to express how amazed I am with this woman and how in love with this woman I am. I am so grateful to have you in my life and to have found you. Uh, Peace and love to everybody out there. You all have yourself a good one and enjoy that coffee. Remember, be smooth and bold.
Bold.